Well, good evening. As I said in my original announcement, I was hoping to get a announcement put together, a more timely one, one specifically for this offering of the course, put together last night, and didn't happen. And so here it is Monday night. So I'd just like to welcome everybody, and hope you got a chance to at least begin leafing through the first unit, looking at that old introductory video, and I am eagerly awaiting the rest of your introductions and hoping that we can really accomplish something this mod. I think just wanted to tell you just some current things that are going on and where we're going to focus some of the course. Making some changes. This course is never the same twice. Why? Because the news in sports is never the same twice. And a lot of times what will happen is I will change some things on the fly as an issue comes up. And the spring time where we're working right now is just really great because we can look at a lot of things that are kind of more the outer view at some of the inner workings. Like for instance, we have the NFL Draft Combine going on. Why is that such a big thing? Because it's kind of an outer representation of some of the bigger economic and business aspects of sports. A lot of different things we can pull out of that. Not just who is our favorite team going to draft, but we could look at a lot of things about the business, money, player value, long-term strategies. All these kind of things come into play. So that's one thing. We have the positioning you see going on. Just got past the NBA trade deadline, and now we have the NBA as people kind of try to position themselves for making the playoffs and things like that. That'll come in. Baseball will start its season. Football seems like never goes out of our consciousness. And here I am doing something that it almost sounds like I'm doing something I'm just going to caution us all against now. It's so easy to get caught up in this mess of things going on because at the heart, most of us are sports fans, and that's one of the big dangers of the course is thinking like a fan. So one of the things that I'm going to urge you all to do up front is when you look at the material and when you look at some of the discussion questions and when you get into talking about it with other people in the class, just remember to maintain the perspective of an economist, a business person, perhaps a franchise owner, that perspective. Let's try to keep the fan perspective out of it because it's really interesting. One of the principles of economics that's been accepted for years is economics is based on this whole concept of rational thought. But when you really think about it, when we do things in terms of sport, a lot of times rationality goes out the window and is replaced by passion and emotion. And we make some decisions that might not in other business aspects be considered rational. So these are things that we want to look at. So I am going to look at those issues with you. I would like to point out that the discussion portion of this course is very important. That's where we're going to do most of our learning, most of our interacting is in the discussion board, and I do expect everybody to be active. So that's really, really important. Can't stress that enough. And we will be emphasizing that all through the course. The other thing too is there's a couple of major assignments that you'll see, and when they come up I'll give you fair warning and a lot of instructions on how to do them and what to do. I think you're going to have fun with them. Actually, they're going to give you a chance to kind of roll up everything you've learned in a lot of other sport management courses. So again, my apologies for not getting this specific direction up in time. You can tell from my voice and my appearance I'm a little bedraggled after about an 900 mile round trip in 3 days with 3 matches in 3 days. And sometime we will talk about the business of Division II college sports in here. Post, as you may or may not know, is an NCAA Division II school, and there are a lot of things you learn about the whole management of sport and the business of sport just being involved at that level, which is a very complex level. and it's like running a smaller version of a much bigger business. What we think about when we think about big time college sports or professional sports. So lots of things are going to go on. I really looking forward to your participation. That is always some of the most fun we can have, and that's where the learning is going to come in. So if there are any questions, I think everything we have you have to know about how to contact me, where to contact me. That's all in the unit, and I'm really looking forward to getting going. So thank you very much. Apologies for being a little bit late, and let's get off to a good start. Thanks again.